Taking an in-depth look at the finest student-athletes in Stark County, WHBC Sports presents Behind the Athlete with John Bazika.
Luke Reicosky is a senior running back here at North Canton Hoover who's special in a number of ways. Possibly it's the way he runs the football, the way he leads his teammates, or even the way he makes his head coach Brian Baum proud. But there's one reason that sticks out above the rest, and that's what he plays for. It's inspirational and it's unique in and of itself. WHBC Sports and Behind the Athlete had to come out here to find out more about Reicosky's story. While he wears number 26 on Friday nights, the number 40 is always in his heart. Reicosky has not had the normal high school career. Going into his junior season, he lost a dear friend in Zach Herrera. His presence is missed.
Everything that the team does this year, always for him. Everything last year is for him. It's like, I feel like if he was here, like, he'd be pushing us a lot harder. The stuff he would have done for us, like, it's a gap that's like we can't fill.
Herrera suffered a brain aneurysm and passed away just a month before his junior year. While he can't be replaced, he is never forgotten.
I can tell you there's not a day we don't talk about him. Like, the team, we always talk about him. He has his own we still have a locker in there for him. I always say something. I always go up to the locker before every game. We carry out the jerseys for him. His family's on the sidelines, and I'm always over there talking to them. Everyone's always talking to them. It's just, like, they always talk about, like, what would he do in this situation? Like, what would we do for him? And, like, Coach Baum always brings it up when we're talking about, like, working hard. Like, you know, he would be working hard if he was here.
Hard work and toughness. Words to describe the undersized 5'6", 135-pound linebacker in Herrera, who battled for his life. Also a mentality and way that Reicosky uses to define himself.
In football terms, just never quitting. Like, you can be down by 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, just still giving it your all. Like, never looking at the scoreboard and thinking, man, we can't do this. Or, like, seeing the other team, like, line up across me and say, wow, they're big, I don't care, I'm going to still try. Like, give it my 100%.
Coach Baum has seen the toughness in Reicosky. He called his leadership contagious. He said he runs hard no matter what.
When he's involved, he's going at 110 miles per hour, doesn't like sitting still. Defensive days, you know, we have him do work on certain things. It's not as physical and whatnot, but he's over there itching to jump, and he wants to be part of the physical part. He wants to do all the hard work. Comes to sprints, he's going as hard as he can go. Guys like that, they make linemen want to block for him. That's what makes him special running back.
With Reicosky in this team, though, one thing always brings them back to center.
When I want them to dig deep, I just remind them, Dak wasn't the biggest. He was not the biggest cat out there, but some of them fought like crazy for us. And, you know, as we were getting ready his junior year, like, where can we play this kid for his fight and his tenacity? And that's when we bring it up. Like, hey, remember when we used to do this with Zach? This is why. This is what we need right now. And they know what it means. They understand. They know what Zach Strong's all about.
Coach Baum even feels as though it may fuel his senior back.
When Luke, that may be when he gets quiet, and maybe what he's thinking about. He may be thinking about his buddy when he digs in there deep, and third and fourth quarter, he's busting with everything he has into that line. The holes aren't always there. You know, he's sometimes getting his own yardage, but when they are there, he's busting through and people are not catching him. So, you know, like I said, he may be digging deep thinking of his friend.
A band of brothers. Reicosky still visits Herrera's grave to remember him, often on game nights, but Herrera is with every Viking all the time.
Everyone wants to play for him. Everyone wants to, like, show their support. Everyone loved him, and he was, like, part of the family.
At any one time this year, there are 11 players on the field here at North Canton. Whether that's offensively, where it includes the running back Reicosky, defensively, where Reicosky may get a rare snap, or even if he plays special teams. But the bottom line is this year, it's different. The players are playing with a 12th man in mind and in their heart. The team is Zach Strong, the coaches are Zach Strong, and forever in time, the Hoover community will be Zach Strong. For WHBC Sports, I'm John Bazika.
WHBC Sports presents Behind the Athlete with John Bazika, taking an in-depth look at the finest student athletes in Stark County.